Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we are diving into something I have been excited about. Higgsfield Cinema Studio, a generative AI tool that lets you make cinematic AI videos with real camera logic without needing any filmmaking background. So what you are seeing now is the Higgsfield Cinema Studio page. If you are unfamiliar, Higgsfield is an AI creative platform with tools for images, videos, virtual cameras, and now a full cinematic workflow. What makes Cinema Studio different is that it treats like scene like a real film production with lenses, sensors, optical physics, and camera movement all backed into the generation process. When you're scrolling down, you can see here there's a step-by-step workflow called from script to screen. This walks you through how Cinema Studio actually works. So for the step one, script the vision. You start with a text prompt that describes the scene, simple as that. Then visual reference, you can upload an image to influence the look and feel before you generate anything. Then step 3, build the rig. This is where it gets interesting. You choose your virtual camera body, lens type, and focal length. Instead of hoping for a cinematic look, you define it. Then short previews, the system generates a batch of static images. Think of these as your test shots. Then you can pick the best frame from the batch. This becomes your anchor image. Then burn to video. Now you switch over to video generation based on that show some frame. Next, direct camera motion. This is where you choreograph how the camera moves. You can choose push, pans, and other moves, and bunch of other more predefined moves which is set by Higgsfield. So you can just choose any your favorite movement from it. Then finally, generate. The final step is creating your cinematic video. You will see an example of how you can stack different cameras and lens type. They even talk about combining the bit of vintage film with modern glasses. So you can see here Sony Venice, Panavision DXL2, then Arri Alexa Mini, etc. Also, even though you can see its lens type, focal length, all the info. So now let's get into the real example. So let's go. Okay, now let's head over to the Higgsfield Cinema Studio, and now we can upload an image. So here is the image that I'm going to upload. So let's upload it. Okay, now we can have an option here to choose the lens type. So we'll see here a bunch of camera and lens options. So I choose the IMAX film camera because that's the most costly camera I can opt for. So I choose it, and choosing the lens, this ultra prime, and making the focal length 50mm so I can get a perfect background blur, and my subject should be very detailed, and that should be a perfect close-up. So now let's generate and see the output. Okay, now we got the output. Look at this. Look at the detail of the creature. Even though the perfect blurred background, this is what we will exactly get from an IMAX camera. And you can even see the textures on his skin. Now let's take another shot. I regenerate with the same camera settings, and here I got a shot from the close-up range from where they are walking. So now let's do the option multi-shot and look how we can get the variations. Look at this. Now Higgsfield gave us bunch of variations from different angles, and look at the detail and the character consistency. It's amazing. So now you can manually select the versions that you want, and you can just click on the upscale So now I'm going to animate this into the video. So what I'm doing is, when I select this as a start frame and I'm choosing the camera movement, so there won't be a predefined sets of camera movements provided by Higgsfield, and I think the best cameras in Photoshop should be the camera follows. So I'm mounting that and I'm generating. Now let's wait for the result. Okay, now see the result. It's amazing. See how well it's shorter, how well the composition, the camera movement, framing, it's perfect. Alright, now I want you to really look at these examples for a second. What you are seeing here isn't just the same shot we used with different motion. Each clip is being generated with different camera bodies, lenses and focal length, and that's why the framing, depth and fading of the shot changes every time. Look at the shot. With a wider focal length, the camera feels closer to the environment. You get more background, more spatial context, and the subject feels grounded in the world. The perspective stretches slightly and the scene feels more immersive. As the focal length increases, the frame compresses. The background comes closer to the subject. Depth of field tightens, and suddenly the shot feels more intimate, the subject stands out more, and the environment fades into texture instead of information. This is real cinematic behavior. These aren't filters. They are not post effects. They are lens-driven decisions, just like in actual filmmaking. And this is exactly what Higgsfield is pushing with the Cinema Studio. Instead of overwhelming you with technical prompts, they have wrapped the settings that actually matter into a single focused workflow. If this kind of control matters to you, I highly recommend checking out Higgsfield Cinema Studio. You can start from one strong frame and extend it to a cinematic shot without fighting the tool or brute forcing generations. In the description, I have dropped the link so you can try it yourself. And see you on the next set. Goodbye.